I'll come to order. Please stand for this pledge.
City of Romulus regular council meeting for Monday, December 12th, 2016. The roll will show that all council members are here tonight, with the exception of Councilwoman Makowski and Councilman Wadsworth.
They are excused.
Thank you. The agenda is listed, number 1 is agenda, 2 minutes, 3 petitioner, 4 chairperson's report, 5 mayor's report, 6A clerk's report, 6B treasurer's report, 7 public comment, 8 unfinished business, 9 new business, 10 communication, 11 is warrant 16-23, and 12 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Kraut, supported by Mr. Abdo, for approval of the agenda as presented. Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Agenda accepted.
2A is for approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting held December 5th, 2016.
So move for approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting held December 5th, 2016. Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Choate, for approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting, which was held on December the 5th, 2016. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
B, the special meeting minutes, approval of the minutes from the special meetings held December 5th, 2016. 6:30 PM closed session, attorney opinion. 7 PM closed session pending legal matters.
So moved.
Support.
A motion by Ms. Abdo, supported by Mr. Kraut, for approval of the minutes from the special meeting held December 5th, 2016, 6:30 was closed session, attorney opinion. 7 PM closed session, pending legal matters. Mr. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
3A is petitioner, and this evening, Robert McLaughlin from 16268 Wild Fox Court is requesting a resolution for charitable gaming licenses to recognize Jory Children's Foundation as a charitable entity operating in the city of Romulus.
Yes. Ms. McLaughlin, would you like to say something?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Jory Children's Foundation, just to give you a quick oversight, the naming comes, my wife and I were blessed to have 2 wonderful, healthy children, Jonathan and Ryan, so the name is a combination of their names. And we were also blessed enough to be fortunate and be able to provide for all of their needs and most of their wants. This foundation has been on the books for a while as a dream of mine to not, and I was explaining with Councilwoman Roscoe, I'm not looking to provide a hand out with this foundation. It's a hand up. So applicants for funding for this, which could be for field trips that are educationally related through the schools. They could be through the band program through the schools, kind of mirroring what I do as a Rotarian in Garden City with things. And part of our bylaws are that to foster community involvement of youth. And what that is defined as is if student or family A decides, they want to apply to Jory for foundation, they'll be asked for what skin in the game they're going to put in, whether it be a matching fund situation or a community service kind of thing where they find another community organization that they can donate some labor to or something so that, they're getting a work ethic out of it instead of just writing somebody a letter and getting a check. And as you know, the reason I'm coming to you is because my foundation is chartered out of my home. The state requires that for me to get a charitable gaming license for a raffle I need to conduct, I have to be recognized by my local legislative body that I exist, that I'm not a post office box somewhere, that this entity actually exists. And there is pending, I've worked out, some of you I've talked with, an arrangement with Atchison Ford and things. We are planning on raffling off a car very soon, but of course I need a license to do so. So that's why I'm here before you.
Okay. Any questions from the council? No questions from council? Okay. Need a motion?
If there's no questions, I'll make a motion for the request of a resolution for charitable gaming license to recognize Jory Children's Foundation as a charitable entity operating in the city of Romulus.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Kraut, for a resolution for charitable gaming license to recognize Jory Children's Foundation as a charitable entity operating in the city of Romulus. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you.
4 is the chairperson's report.
Thank you, Deputy Clerk Barber. At 6:30, we had a public hearing on the demolitions of housing in Romulus. And I just want to wish, I know that the holidays are coming up soon, Christmas holidays, and I want everybody to have a real, safe holiday, Christmas holiday, and don't eat too much like I'm going to do, and just enjoy each other, love each other. That's all I have on my chairman's report.
Chair, I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Choate, to accept the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Choate,
Yes.
Mr. Kraut,
Yes.
Abdo.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved. Thank you.
5 is the mayor's report.
Good evening, City Council, Deputy Clerk, and audience. Tonight in my report, no quote, just really a message. This is Mr. Chairman, our last meeting prior to Christmas, and my message is this: wish our residents and the electeds and our employees a Merry Christmas. This is a time that I ask that people don't, forget the reason for the season, Mr. Chairman, and that, we're very blessed, and this is a time of giving, and consider, giving with love, not giving necessarily material things. Give to help somebody out. Spread that Christmas cheer in your own special way. So I just wanted to pass that on to our council and our treasurer's not here, but our treasurer, clerk, our employees who do a great job day in, day out. We're a heck of a community, and that's what I love about Romulus. People rally together, if it be for a veteran, a senior, a youth, whatever it may be, and we have an awesome community. And let's keep that spirit alive and show that in our actions this Christmas season. So, Merry Christmas. I would also like to welcome up Mr. Dennis Davidson to give a little update on an important event we have coming up. Dennis?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Council. As the Mayor said, we've got quite a community here, and we're going to be doing something for the first time that I mentioned last time I was up here, that was started about 9 years ago, laying wreaths on veterans' graves across America. Wreaths Across America will happen on Saturday, December the 17th at 10 a.m. at Romulus Memorial Cemetery. We went out Friday and with some volunteers, primarily our reigning person of the year, Sheldon Chandler, and Bob Williams from the VFW and others. We put up red flags at every veteran's grave that we could identify at the cemetery. And if you drive by and you see all those red flags, for every red flag you see, that is where a veteran is in their final repose. Bob Williams is undergoing the task of identifying all of them, and we hope that we will have something on that in the future as to an exact number, but we feel right now we're well over 300 veterans identified out there. The charity and the outpouring from the community has been fantastic. We did not expect to sell 298 wreaths, but we did sell 298 wreaths, and so it's just been really fantastic effort for the very first time we've done this. And when did we start this, Bob? 2 months ago, or it wasn't even that long ago? It's about 2 months ago. Where other communities have been working on it for a year, and some communities for years. So that's going to be a very nice thing. We're looking for volunteers to come out and help us. Everyone is welcome to join us for the ceremony. Take a wreath and put it on a veteran's grave. The protocol basically is that you put the wreath on the grave, say the name of the veteran that's there, and a quick moment of silence, and then we'll move on to another one. Also coming up, we have the Holiday Home Decorating Contest. The Romulus Recreation Commission and Beautification Committee are partnering together to recognize homes in Romulus that are decorated for the holidays. You can nominate your own home or neighbors that you admire. Just call the Recreation Department or visit us here at City Hall to give us the address, and do that before Monday, December the 19th. That's a week from today. Or you can call 734-941-8665. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Mr. Chairman, I unfortunately I do need to request a couple memorial resolutions if I could.
Okay.
The first one would be for the family of Elsie Russell, who passed away yesterday. Elsie, sweet lady who I've known my whole life. She was always loved Romulus, quiet lady, but always was in tune with doing what she could do to help her community. She leaves her daughter. There's going to be no service or visitation. She was a private person. Elsie, if you recall, was involved when we had contacts with German Roach family in California, who donated to many different Romulus causes, if it be Arts Council, Historical, Pumpkin Fest. She's the one that got that started. She got that started through being a classmate of German's. When it came back, when I was on council, and we did a memorial resolution for that family. So, reaching out and doing good things for the right reasons pays spades, and she was always proud of that. And she's going to be tremendously missed. She would always let me know if there was something downtown that was going on that I need to be aware of, or good or bad. So just a sweet lady who really cared about Romulus, and I know I'm going to miss her. A lot of friends and family will miss her, so if we could have a resolution for Elsie Russell's family, I would appreciate it.
So move for memorial resolution for Elsie Russell's family.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Choate, for a memorial resolution for Ms. Elsie Russell. Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Choate,
Yes.
Mr. Kraut,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you, council. And the second one is a request for memorial resolution for the family of Bud Hoffman. Bud, long time, I don't know his exact, I think he was over 95.
93, yeah.
How many? Did you say?
93.
Oh, 93, okay, I thought he was
93,
95. I know I took him a proclamation, I thought it was 95, maybe it was 90.
Yeah.
So close to the age of my dad. I know I got a text last night from Bill Crova, who said that he was one of the last living volunteer firefighters when Joe Crova and my dad and Bud and many others used to run to help their community as volunteers. And he worked at Crova's station. He then, his son owns WIMSAT, who has multiple locations, but he still worked up until through his 80s, I know. Still rode a Harley, still very active. Was a real staple at the Romulus house, if you'd see him in there having dinner, because he lived across the street. But I know his family would appreciate it, and I would appreciate if we do a memorial resolution for his family.
So
And
moved.
for both of those, keep them in your prayers.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Kraut, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for a memorial resolution for Mr. Bud Hoffman. Mr. Kraut,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Choate,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. And I know Cranes was handling arrangements. I don't know any of the arrangements yet. Do you know, Jan? Can you share that with the public? Because it wasn't on their website earlier today.
Bud will be in state tomorrow from 1 until 8 p.m. The funeral will be Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock.
Thank you very much. The last one, before I get into the action item, is really just a message. You know, I know that we have a couple council people out tonight, but had communication with Councilman Wadsworth, and I know a couple weeks ago we asked to continue to keep thoughts and prayers for his wife as she started treatment. So, and I know Bill has had some ongoing back issues and pain, and he's going to be going in for surgery this week, this Thursday. And as he said to me, you know, horrible timing. I mean, here he is supporting his family and his wife during this battle, and so now there were no other options as to go in and get this addressed. So, you know, Bill loves this city, and he would love to be here, nothing more than be at a council meeting and doing good work for his city. And unfortunately, you know, he's not up to that till he gets this handled. So my request to council and to our community is that you would just keep his family in prayers for both him and for his wife, and for healing and comfort, especially during this time of year. And we'll miss him, but Bill, get healthy, get back to work, and I hope you get feeling better and not having the back pain. So I just wanted to pass on that message to both council and to the Wadsworth family. Thank you. The one action item that I do have under my report is listed as 5A, and what you have before you is a request to concur with the recommendation of Kathy Ritter, Assistant DPW Director, and Stephen Hitchcock, our legal counsel. And this is to concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to execute the attached addendum to our existing single hauler waste collection and disposal contract with Waste Management for disposal of auto and truck tires. This is performed on an as-needed basis, and the funding is available through the sanitation, garbage, and rubbish removal expense account. The cost of the estimated cost of tire disposal will be under $6,000.
Chair, I'll make that motion for addendum to RFP 14/15-20 for disposal of auto and truck tires for the DPW.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Kraut, for addendum to represent 14/15-20, disposal of auto and truck tires, DPW. Comments? Discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you, council. That concludes my report.
Thank you.
6A1 is the clerk's report. And approval for demolition of structures, removal of all debris on demolition list 16-01, and resolution to let for bids for demolition contractor.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Ms.
I'd
Choate.
like to make a motion that we approve for the demolition of structures, removal of all the debris on the demolition list 16-01, and a resolution to let for bids for a demolition contractor.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Choate, supported by Mr. Kraut. And this is for approval of demolition of structures and removal of all debris on demolition list 16-01, and resolution to let for bids for a demolition contractor. Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
I just wanted to ask if I could, Bob McCrate. Bob, did you need that as a separate resolution for the bids, or can it all be in one? For the demolition, two separate, just one? Okay, thank you. 6A2 is study session request from Director of Financial Services, Suzanne Marino, on January 9th, 2017, to discuss financial reports for fiscal year ended June 30th, 2016.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for a study session on January 9th, 2017, to discuss financial report for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2016.
What time?
Let's see, sorry.
Don't have a time on here. Oh, it's right here. It
It's
says
1 hour study session. so
6:30 to
that-
7:30.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Abdo, for study session requests from Finance Director Susan Marino on January 9th, 2017, to discuss financial report for fiscal year ending June the 30th, 2016. Time is 6:30 to 7:30. Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Choate,
Yes.
Mr. Kraut.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
And that concludes the clerk's report, and 6B is the treasurer's report. Not have anything under her report this evening. 7 is public comment, and this is the portion of the council meeting where the audience may address city council. If you would like to do so, please raise your hand, and when recognized by the mayor pro tem, approach the podium and state your name and address. And we ask that you please keep your comments to 3 minutes. And there are no written requests this evening.
Any comments from the audience? Public comments? No public comments from the audience? We'll close that part out.
8 is unfinished business.
Okay.
9 is new business.
Okay.
10 is communication.
Mr. Bird,
Yes, Mr. Kraut?
Helping Hands wanted me to thank everybody who donated to Helping Hands at Thanksgiving. They handed out 64 Thanksgiving baskets. And if you're celebrating a birthday in December, happy birthday to you, and I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey, thank you. Ms. Roscoe?
I'd just like to tell everyone to have a very Merry Christmas, and we'll be back before the New Year's, but if you don't tune in, have a good New Year's. 2017 is just around the corner.
Any other? And I just want to say congratulations again to our first place Lions. We got a tough schedule coming up. I hope we can at least win 2 out of 3, but we'll see. Anyway, it's fun. Thank you. Yeah.
Something to look forward to.
Right. Okay, that's all I have.
And 11 is warrant 16-23.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Ms. Choate.
I'd like to make a motion that we pay warrant 16-23 in the following amounts. General Fund, $99,984.62. Major Street Fund, $1,606.99. Local Street Fund, $727.38. Cemetery Fund, $5,960. Merriman Road Special Assessment, $78.57. Street Lighting, $47,865.43. Oakwood SAD, $358.91. Rubbish Collection, $1,410. CDBG, $97,739. Law Enforcement, $320. Narcotics Enforcement, $29.65. Library Fund, $6,796.27. DDA is $1,675.54. Tifa District 2, $2,217.81. Tifa Vining Road Construction, $779,574.23. Water and Sewer, $1,819,662.77. Motor Vehicle, $47,273.73. Technology Services, $1,192.75. Retirees Insurance Benefits, $3,582.31. Revolving Fund, $2,744.07. Current tax is $334.98. Delinquent Personal Property Fund, $1,807.50. Payroll Fund, $4,126.73, for a grand total, $2,927,069.24.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Choate, supported by Mr. Crop, to pay warrant number 16-23 for $2,927,069.24. Ms. Choate,
Yes.
Mr. Crop,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Warrant number 16-23 will be paid.
And 12 is adjournment.
So moved to adjourn.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Choate for adjournment. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. We are adjourned. Thank you.